Welcome to Wine and Story Time. I have another story for y'all. But first, let's get into some celebrity news real quick, okay? This is a continuation of the Diddy fiasco. Now, your nosy neighbor had her ear to the streets. Oh, wait, okay, start over. Hi guys, welcome to Wine and Story Time. And I am your host, Kiana J, here with another story time. And I have your co-host here. Let me move this light out the way for Stephen Curry. Hold on. Because Steph, you can't see Steph. Can you see Stephen? This is Stephen Curry, co-host, and this is Jeezy, co-host. Okay, y'all. So we're here for another story on how I got jumped by a family of Jamaicans, and I deserved it. Okay, but before we get to that, your nosy neighbor had her ear to the streets again this week, and let me tell y'all. A continuation on the Diddy news, okay? Now, I ain't the one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. But I hear that book that y'all buying of Kim Porter's is not Kim Porter's memoirs, okay? Yeah, y'all buying somebody else's book. Y'all buying somebody else's false narrative. Y'all buying somebody else's story. Whoever's selling this book is bringing everything that they hear from social media and putting it in a book. Now, from what I hear, now this is what I heard allegedly, that, the person that wrote the book has no relation or no dealings or any contact with Kim Porter or Diddy or anybody that's in their camp. Kim Porter memoirs was given to her friend and it has not been published yet. So whoever is selling that book is making a good penny because y'all think it's Kim's and it's not. In other Diddy news, we hear in the jail that he is not eating. Diddy decides not to eat. Now, that could be a bad thing and a smart thing because a smart thing is allegedly they think people are going to try to kill him. Allegedly. Okay. But the bad thing is you got to eat something or you're going to die. You know, so if he don't eat in jail where they start to see that he's getting sick or anything, they're going to force him to eat. Like they're going to put tubes and stuff down to get him some nutrients. But yeah, he's not eating. And the kids are not taking it well, the daughters and, the younger kids, because you got to remember he has kids under the age of 18. In other news, the Young Dolph trial started, and the killer's testimony was posted on social media the other day when it did start. And what I hear is that they killed that man for $200. And that is sad. That is sad. A young black rapper, life was taken for $200. Now, the shooting is on social media. The shooting is on YouTube, social media. So if you want to see the video of the shooting, you can go and see the video of the shooting. Okay. The Young Thug trial is still going. They need to hurry up and wrap that up because we're waiting for the Diddy trial. We all gonna be tuning in for that. Okay, so that's the end of the news I have. And remember, I ain't the one to gossip, so y'all ain't heard none of that from me. Allegedly. Okay, so let's get to the wine and story time. Y'all thirsty? So this is the story on how I got jumped by a whole family of Jamaicans, and I deserved it. I was in middle school. I was going to Troop Middle School in Evanston, Illinois, and that was my school. Like, literally, I damn near ran that school. You know what I'm saying? So, me and a gang of girls, whatever school I went to, I always had a gang of girls. So me and a gang of girls used to hang out all the time. And a new girl came. And I don't know, because I've never been a bully, but I don't know. I decided to be a bully that day. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I was wrong. I admit that. I was wrong. But I decided to be a bully that day because there was something about that girl that I did not like. And so when she came to the school, she was new. It was her first day. I picked with that girl the whole day. Like lunch period, whenever I seen her, I picked with that girl. So me and my friends, after we picked, it wasn't just me picking with her. It was me and my friends that was picking with her also. So at the end of the day, at the end of the school day, after picking with the girl all day, I was dead ass wrong. I'm going to keep saying that. I was wrong. Okay? Bullying is not okay. That was the first time I bullied and the last time. And in the last time. So look, at the end of the day, for some reason, none of my friends was able to walk home with me. Like, they all had different stuff to do. We all usually walk home together, but this day, they all had something to do. And I was like, okay, cool. I think one had like practice, one was going to her boyfriend's house, and they was catching a ride. It was like everybody had something to do. So I was like, cool. I walk home by myself. I ain't really bad. I was never scared to do anything. So I was like, I walk home by myself. No problem. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have a reason not to walk home by myself. So I ended up walking home by myself. It was cold outside. I remember it was cold because I had got frostbitten in that fight. So I'm walking home. I don't know if the girl had left school early or what, but as I'm walking home, I was literally like about 3 blocks from my house when I seen the girl, and she had like 7 people with her. It was like mama, sisters. Had to be brothers, uncles, Eddie. I don't know, but it was females and males out there. You know what I'm saying? And they met me on a corner 3 blocks from my house. They met me, and she had walked up to me, and she was like, "Yeah, you've been picking on me all day, and she said, she was like, you've been picking on me all day, and I ain't say nothing in school," something like that. And then one of her other people that was with her was like, "Yeah, and we're about to whoop your ass." Now, these was all Jamaican. She was Jamaican descent. When I say, I was like, "Oh, y'all about to jump me." I was like, "Y'all about to jump me." It was like, ain't nobody said nothing. She hauled off. Mind you, she didn't do nothing to me in school all day. That girl hauled off and hit me in, like literally hit me in my, like right here. She like hit me right here. I ain't even finna lie. And when she did that, because I don't even play about my face. One thing about it, two things for sure. This right here, I don't play about. So when she hit me, I like, and I hauled off and hit her. Boom. And when I hit her, I grabbed her and threw her down on the ground. Right? And when I did that, all hell broke loose on my ass. When I say all them Jamaicans, men, female, every last one of them jumped me, they kicked me, they hit me. I had the ball up in a ball. It was snow outside. It was literally snow outside. I was in the middle of the street. When I say them folks beat the crap out of me, I balled up because I didn't want them again. This right here, y'all can't, I don't want nobody messing with that. But I had balled up as they kicked and hit me. And then I think a couple people seen these folks jumping on me. And they came and they was pulling them up off me or whatever. So they end up, a couple people end up breaking up the fight. And a guy I knew ended up helping me up off the ground. Like, you okay? You okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. But my hands, because it was snow outside, my hands was frozen, like real bad, like bad. My hands was frozen real bad. And I remember because I couldn't move them. And I was crying like I had tears and stuff. I deserved that ass whooping. I deserved that ass whooping because I shouldn't have bullied that girl. And so I ended up, they ended up taking me home. Like I ended up, somebody ended up walking with me home or whatever. And when I got home, you know, I was in the house and I was like, I had to put I wanted to put hot water on my hands because like my hands was frozen, like really frozen and like frostbitten. They was like frostbitten, like the tips was frozen blue and stuff like that. And the water didn't help because it stinged, it burned like real bad. And then I was crying. I was in the bathroom just crying. And my mama had came in and she was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I got jumped. Like that. Like, I got jumped. And she looked at me because I was fighting all the time. I was fighting constantly. And you know, my mom used to get fired from her job a lot because she used to have to come up to the school for me all the time because school used to always call her. And saying that I was terrorizing the school or I was fighting and stuff like that. And she looked at me after I told her like I got jumped, like they jumped me, and she was kind of over it because she was like, oh, somebody finally whooped your ass. That's exactly what she said. Like somebody finally whooped your ass, and then she went in the room. So once I had came out the bathroom because my hands was still burning and stuff, and I had sat on the bed trying to wrap them to see what they unthaw. And I had sat there for a while, then I had took a shower, whatever. And I had to reflect on what had happened. And ever since then, I never bullied again. When I made it to high school, when I went to high school, I started protecting people that used to get bullied. I remember one time I went to West Tallahatchie High School, and I fought all the time there. No matter what school I went to, where I moved, because I moved around a lot. No matter what school I went to, because I was the new girl, I used to always have to fight. I used to always have to prove myself to folks because, you know, when you're new to new schools and stuff like that, people will try you and you have to prove yourself. And I had to do that at every school that I went to. like with that girl, when she came to the new school, like, she didn't fight me at the school. Her and her family jumped me after school. But when I made it to every new school I went to a lot. I had a few new schools. When every new school I went to, I had to fight. So when I made it to West Tally, and then I'm gonna talk about that because I think I didn't even start school when I had my first fight when I moved to Mississippi, because I wasn't even there a whole week before I had my first fight. I was standing in front of my grandma's house. That's a whole another story. But when I went to West Tally, I had to fight a lot when I was there. And so it was kind of like once I, proved myself, people didn't really bother me. So it was a girl. Like I said, I started protecting people from getting bullied. It was a girl, and she had walked up to me. I remember this, and she reminded me of this one homecoming. I was there a couple years ago for a homecoming game, and she had reminded me. She was like, "Kiana, do you remember?" She was like, "I will never forget the day you protected me." And she was like, "There was some people bothering me." And I was so upset. She was like, "I was so upset. And she was like, "You asked me what was wrong." And I had told you, like, these folks bothering me, these people bothering me. And then she was like, "I never forget when you told me, you was like, meet me after each one of your classes and you gonna walk with me. Ain't nobody gonna bother you as long as you with me." And I remember telling her that because I remember, like, she was so distraught and she was scared, and I was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna let nobody mess with her." You know what I'm saying? So that ass whooping, when they jumped me, really changed the perspective. Bullying is not okay. It's not okay. And when I tried to do it, they fucked me up for doing it. Yeah, they got in my ass. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all, and this for kids out here too, if y'all out here bullying, don't do it, because somebody gonna come along and whoop your ass. I'm living proof of it, and yeah, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. It's not okay. Stop bullying. It's not okay. That was the only fight I lost. That was the only fight I ever lost. Yeah. They got me. And I'm going to always tell that story. Simple fact is, because I got jumped. I'd never been jumped before in my life. And the crazy part about it is, I don't wish that on nobody. I don't. And I got jumped in the wintertime in the snow, Joe. Like, for real. Like, don't you make us whoop my ass? But I deserved it. I shouldn't have tried to be a bully. Bullying is not okay. Yeah, so. And that's my story time and wine. What story am I going to tell y'all next week? I had a few in my head. Let's see. Oh, no. Whoa. I don't want to get like too like deep yet. I want to give y'all the fun stuff first, and then the deep stuff, the deep sour stuff later. Oh, what other story should I give y'all? Hold on. I have to think about it. So, but that's my wine and story time. I'll see y'all next week for the new wine and story time.